The 42nd International Belgrade Tourism Fair, one of the largest tourist events in the country and Southeast Europe, was held at the Belgrade Fair from 20 to 23rd of February. The International Tourism Fair is the leading tourist fair event in Serbia and the region, and one of the 5 most visited events at the Belgrade Fair. It was founded back in 1978 and is a member of International Travel and Tourism Fair Association.
Yeah, this is the last day of the 42nd International Tourism Fair in Belgrade in Serbia, and as you can see in front of my back, there is also all world in one place. More than 40 countries exhibit on the fair this year. More than 700 exhibitors and exhibitors in the tourism part, and also 200 them in the wine fair, also for the hotel and the restaurant equipment and the souvenirs. So altogether 900 exhibitors and co-exhibitors were on the fair, and thousands of people that they were trying to find their trip from the dreams. What is very important for the Belgrade Fair is that we, for the first time this year, we organize special B2B meeting place with 20 tables. We organize the B2B meetings in 2 days, and we have almost 400 meetings during those 2 days. So exhibitors and the business visitors had chance to meet each other and to make some good business, and it was a really great thing for the Belgrade Fair, since this fair is almost the biggest, it is the biggest in the region, and that business component of the fair, it's very important for us, and we will also do our best to make it more better next year and to bring some business people, because it is also very important and good for Serbia as a tourist destination.
A partner country of this tourism fair attracted a great visitors' attention at the fair opening as well as all days during the fair. Egypt presented diving in Sharm el-Sheikh, vacation on the Red Sea, announced the opening of a new museum near the pyramids. This is only a part of Egypt's offer, which was presented to business guests, media and visitors.
Well, with the direct flights going to Cairo, there are lots of things that Serbians can see there, lots of culture sites that they can see. Knowing Serbians, and from what I've seen, that you are in love of culture, music, spiritual sites, that is related to your history, which also we in Egypt has the same things. So it would be quite good that you can experience these sites as well in Cairo, in Luxor, in Aswan. With the direct flights going from Sharm el-Sheikh to Luxor, this could also add another benchmark for Serbian tourists to come to it.
Amr Al-Gouveili, the ambassador of Egypt, emphasized what tourists can expect when they come to Egypt.
So this is the first time that Egypt participates as a guest of honor or partner country for the Belgrade Tourism Fair, and Egypt is one of the top. It's the top African destination, the top Arab destination, and the 3rd overall destination for Serbian tourists. So we're very happy that this year we had this participation as guest of honor. The number of tourists have been increasing 280%. From 2017 to 2019, in 2 years. We hope that with this participation we can continue to grow at the same percentage. We had a number of activities focused on tourism policy, ecotourism, tourism and antiquities, and tourism and journalism, which we just concluded right now. So the participation has not been only been for corporate or for companies or for the sector, but also from the perspective of overall tourism strategy and policy.
In addition to other foreign exhibitors, the Dominican Republic and Kenya had premieres.
A lot of interest. Some think it is very expensive, safari, but we are telling them now it's much cheaper. And currently we have like 1,000 tourists from here to Kenya, but we want them to be 2,000, 3,000, 10,000, 20,000. In Kenya you can see all the things you can think of in tourism, from the sand beaches to Lake Victoria to Mount Kenya. We have big rivers, and of course we have very, very beautiful people and friendly people, good food. And we tell everybody around the world, especially our subs around the world, to come and join us. And we all go to Kenya for safari, but then we bring those people from there here, because they have not been coming to see Serbia, which is very beautiful, but from now on they will be coming through us.
Russia has presented its tourist regions in Western and Central Russia.
First of all, welcome to the booth of Russia. We are exhibition company HOREC, and we, for the fourth time, with the Ministry of Culture of Russian Federation and the Ministry of Production of Russian Federation, presents here 10 Russian regions and handmade products from Russia. We come to Serbian fair for the fourth time, and we're very glad that we have different kind of exhibitors here. It's information tourism boards from Buryatia, from Komi, from Tverskaya region, Rязанskaya region, and all of them welcome Serbian citizenship to come to Russia and travel for all our countries, starting from Moscow, St. Petersburg to Tver, Komi, Syktyvkar, Tyumen region, and other destinations, because Russia is a huge country.
Serbia presented its natural beauties, mountains, spas, resorts, tourist centers at this fair, as well as various facilities for rest, entertainment, health recovery, sport, recreation and adventure, manifestation tourism, as well as a wealth of cultural and historical heritage.
This year, the National Tourism Organization of Serbia will have the promotional campaign under slogan "Choose Your Adventure, See Serbia." And in comparison with this slogan, during this tourism fair in Belgrade, we are presenting all tourism products that Serbia has to offer that can be related to the adventure. When we are talking about adventure, we are not talking only about activities in the nature, which are of course type of adventure that we as tourism destination can offer, but also adventure of the spirit related to the cultural and historical heritage, since more than 50% of those international tourists coming to Serbia said that among 3 top reasons why they came to Serbia was cultural and historical heritage, but also we are going to present our ski resorts and also our spas and city break holidays in Serbia.
For most foreign tourists, Belgrade is the first destination, as well as for our people from diaspora who come for a vacation or to visit their hometown in Serbia.
Well, actually, Belgrade Expo, Tourist Expo, is a place where Belgrade is showing, first of all, Belgradians how we present Belgrade in the world. But as hosts, we try to gather just about everybody from Serbia, from our region, to the Europe. So I think it's very interesting for us. It's different. It's quite different than our presentations on other places and expos and presentations we do all over the world, from Chicago to China. We are also trying to promote some new things that we are planning for this year. Some of them you can see here on our stand. We are just on the back there, interactive tablets and panels and 3D presentations. So we are doing just about anything that's new and modern in the world, trying to present Belgrade with modern means and tools. But on the other hand, we are still keeping the tradition. So our tradition is very rich. This is among the oldest cities in Europe, at least in this part of the world, in Europe. So we do have a very strong argument. I think that's quite enough. Well, actually, I have a very strong message for our expatriates. There is, I don't know, like 1.5 million or 2 million people living outside of Serbia or outside the region, especially in states in Australia or in Germany, France. So we do strongly suggest that they should come home once in a while. Being home means also being in Belgrade, because Belgrade represents what Serbia is and what Serbia was. So basically we are expecting them, not just during the summer, not just during the vacation, Christmas or Easter, but on the other hand we have I don't know, like close to 400,000 people, or our expats, for instance, in Chicago, Illinois and Michigan. So if only 1/10 of those come to visit Belgrade, then they will have what to talk on Sunday in church for a whole year. That's one of the reasons. You can find many more.
A special promotional performance was held by the Dragačevo Tourist Organization with the promotion of the 60th Trumpeters competition in Guča. This year at the fair were specially emphasized manifestations of international importance in promoting Serbian medieval culture and chivalry.
I represent here Historical Medieval Battle International Association. In 2019, Serbia hosted the World Championship in Historical Medieval Battle. For the first time. It was the 10th edition, and the championship was held on the territory of the Smedereva fortress, and it was a huge success. It was a huge success for us as for the association and for the National Federation of Serbia and our partners, White Eagles organization. That is why we decided to come back here on the hospitable land of Serbia with the global project that we are going to implement starting the May 2nd. We are going to have a 9-day global project that is called Nights and Legends, and it includes several festivals and events. We start in Belgrade with the big international tournament. For the moment we have 25 teams registered from more than 10 countries, and it will be a really big festival. And then we are moving to the Smedereva fortress. We are going to have a big chivalry camp there and historical camp as well with the participants from different countries. And on the 8th of May we start 3-day big medieval festival that is called Despot Đurić Festival. We decided to choose the name in honor of the last Serbian ruler of the last rule of Serbian medieval despotate. And we are going to bring like more cultural elements. This time not only sports-like activities. Well, Battle of the Nations was a huge success. We had mass battles with representatives from 40 countries, and everyone was sure that it was the best Battle of the Nations, the best World Championship for 10 days of existence of this project. So this time we are going to bring even more cultural aspects, and we are going for the first time for Serbia have an equestrian tournament as well, with the knights on horses and also with medieval mass battles activities. So I invite you to come here and to witness this amazing event with your own eyes.
International participants are happy to come back to Serbia again.
Well, I've been here in Serbia for about 2 years now, and I've been shooting with Beli Orlovi for about a year and a half, and I got really into the tradition here and the history behind, or the historic correctness basically of what they're doing, and yeah, I really like the being brought back into a far distant past and be in this wonderful environment here in Serbia, and especially the area around Manasija and these areas where the medieval events are being held. For me, it's really beautiful. It's like a time machine. I'm being brought back to 700 years ago, and yeah, I really enjoy it. And there's very warm and friendly people here, and yeah, I've really enjoyed it.
This fair also promoted the latest trends in the international tourism industry, new concepts and opportunities for developing tourism in Southeast Europe, and how to travel in a more sustainable way.
It's my pleasure to be today at the International Tourism Fair in Belgrade. It's absolutely fantastic event, and I use the opportunity to share performance updates for the hotels across Europe, but also to look into the region and mainly look into the occupancy, ADR and RevPAR, and the success of the performance of the hotels in the city of Belgrade in particular. STR is a company that collects data from the hotels globally, so we have more than 66,000 hotels submitting data to us, and we are a leader in hotel benchmarking. And this was a really good opportunity to showcase to the audience the increase in demand in Belgrade, and also how much hotels manage to create more revenue and opportunities for themselves.
Numerous presentations have been held, such as new trends in the media presentation of the tourist offer through traditional and contemporary media in the world, as well as what are the trends in contemporary communications in the world.
Hi everyone, I'm Charlotte from Belgium. I've been invited to the fair because I want to talk about sustainable tourism. I'm the founder of Travel Rebel. Travel Rebel is the leading platform in sustainable tourism from Belgium, and we're leading in Europe. And what we try to inspire is that everyone can make a difference. By small changes, everyone can help have a positive impact while traveling. And during the presentation, I explained some of the reasons and the initiatives that you can take to travel more sustainable. A lot of people think immediately on ecotourism, transport. Those are very important aspects of sustainable tourism, but the eco aspect is not the only thing. You can also travel more sustainable by spending your money wisely, making sure that the money stays in the destination, that you choose locally run restaurants and hotels, that you go for local foods, regional foods, and seasonal foods. It has less impact on the climate, it's better for the farmers in the neighborhood, and so on. We're thinking about all different aspects. Could be also when you buy a souvenir, a lot of people don't think through that a lot of the souvenirs that are sold in cities or destinations are actually made in China. And by choosing wisely which souvenirs to take back home, you can support local handcrafts and local artisans, and make sure that the money stays with this family and that they can send their kids to school and build a better future for themselves. All right, anything else? So thank you so much for inviting me, and that's all.
Well, I spoke about the traditional media versus the new media. New media is bloggers, vloggers, influencers. That is new in our industry, in the tourism industry. And the traditional media are the mass media or the travel trade media. I come from the travel trade media field. I have Travel Daily News. We are 20 years in the market, and I gave some information to people that they want to invite or to collaborate with traditional media and new media, how to do it. Of course, new media is here and will be very very helpful to us. But if we want to target a different groups, we have to decide if we will invite or collaborate with the traditional media or the new media.
Okay, so it was our first time in Belgrade. We've been invited as a hosted buyer from Beirut, Lebanon. We're from Beirut, Lebanon. We have a tourism agency, experiential travel agency. We wanted to thank Dehan for the hospitality. It was an honor and a great opportunity to be there at the fair. Amazing coordination, cooperation, communication. So basically the fair was really good. We met a lot of new people. We made some business in the B2B meeting section, which is really important for us. Also the business lounge for us was really good. And all in all, the fair was properly good for the country. And hopefully we will be able to build some new contacts and some new business relationship with Belgrade and Beirut, since we have a lot in common. The country, the people, the food, even the nightlife. We went out, it's practically the same. And honestly, we will be hopefully working on this together so we can build a strong relationship between these two countries.
This fair was attended by the largest domestic and numerous international tourism organizations and agencies, as well as traditional and contemporary media. This year participated magazine Ilustrovana Politika, as well as web portal serbiaworld.info, the Serbian diaspora media network. The stand was visited by a large number of local and foreign guests, and one of the guests on the stand was Gordana Nastasic.
Hi, I'm Gordana Nastasic, coming from Nasti Adventures. I'm here to represent the trips in Egypt, diving trips and desert trips and kitesurf trips. The diving in Egypt is just the most amazing diving in the world. You're going to find there the beautiful garden, the coral gardens, the beautiful wrecks and pelagic life. We are actually there to, the seasons are in between, we have all the season actually. So we have the spring and the autumn where we have a lot of sharks coming around. And we have also the corals, they're blooming, the spring in the continent, spring under the sea is just amazing. So please come and finish the diving course with us. The Red Sea Egypt is actually it's made from the compartments. So we have the North Seas is about the wrecks, and we have the South, it's about the corals and the pelagic life. So please come to visit the Brother Island and the Daedalus Reef, what is one of the most amazing places to see the pelagic life, what is the sharks and the mantas. And the North Sea is actually belong to the reef, to the corals on the reef, on the wrecks. So the wrecks are in the north, and you can see in 1 week you can see 14 to 15 wrecks. They're coming from the 17th century, 18th century, up to the Second World War. So you can just see the history there. I'm based in Elguna, what is one of the most luxury spots in Egypt. So please come and visit us there.
Within the tourism fair were also held the hotel and restaurant equipment fair, the BeoWine fair and the Souvenir fair. The Belgrade Tourism Fair is attended by the tens of thousands of visitors looking for travel arrangements or business partners. To the visitors were introduced the most beautiful values of different cultures and customs, the tastes of quality wines and gastronomic specialties. Everyone could find for themselves what they needed, a flight to the Mediterranean or to distant destinations with maximum discounts, or at least an idea to which travel destination they would travel.